Boys and girls, welcome to Raygo. Don't know what happened at the end there, ladies and gentlemen. But welcome to Raygo, the home of all things music. On today's episode, boys and girls, we've got a coincidence. I don't know what I did, but I reacted to a song a couple of days ago, and two of our subscribers by the name of Bill and Alex both requested Warren Haynes. Now, this is where it gets interesting. They also both requested the song Feel Like Breaking Up Somebody's Home. However, both of them have got different versions, and it's kind of cool. Forgive me. It's kind of cool because Bill said, you need to check out Government Mule, Feel Like Breaking Up Somebody's Home. Here's the version I think you should check. And it's live at Soundcheck. You know, they're literally sound checking the song out. And there's a video of it, which we're going to watch. There's no crowd there yet, which is cool. So, you know, we can see what it's like for the boys when they're just chilling. They're hanging out. And then, this is where it gets interesting. Alex said, Joe, I've just been sitting back watching for a while and I love your channel. So first of all, thank you very much. You're a legend. He said, I know you like Joe Bonamassa, but I don't see any Warren Haynes. You have seen him twice though. You did Allman Brothers Blue Sky and Acoustic Melissa. That was a cracker. That was an absolute cracker. He played slide and 2 guitar on Blue Sky, and then he was 2 guitar on Melissa. Oh, okay. So like the lead guitar player, let's say. This song is called Feel Like Breaking Up Somebody's Home. However, it's with Joe Bonamassa at Guitar Center in 2011. So there's 2 of them on stage. So we'll watch the sound check first, and then we'll go on to them on stage. He also mentioned that Warren is a homeboy, grew up a few miles from Alex, and he's got a band called Government Mule, yeah. And Joe has been on stage with him twice from what Alex has seen. So Alex has seen them on stage twice. And Warren does a Christmas charity show every year since '89. Joe shows up every now and then to play the blues. Well, I don't know if it's the blues. And he also said, he mentioned a few other people who have been there. So you've got Dave Grohl, Eric Church, Jim James, Joe Bonamassa, Ann Wilson. Do you guys know these names? Do you know these rock stars? Tennessee Trucks, I've reacted to a couple of theirs. Doobie Brothers, I've also reacted to some of their stuff. Peter Frampton. The list goes on, ladies and gentlemen. So Warren Haynes is no mug, you know. He's a well-known rock star on the scene. And I have heard of his name, but only from you guys. And again, that is the beauty of this channel. Learning and growing. So, there's also a bonus at the end of this, which Bill requested. We will finish things off with Mountain, Mississippi Queen. So stick around to the end, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a nice, chilled out video. Yeah, we're probably going to break some stuff down. Get yourself a drink. Hit the like button. Hype button. Subscribe. Let's get into this. I feel like I should know the song I'm about to hear. He holds back during this, and rightly so if he does.
Lying home alone.
Let me get
Waiting that life is. Starving for your love. Hungry for just one kiss.
he's got a very tight way of playing. Like, he's locked in. His fingers. When you're playing guitar, there's, as you might know if you play, so there's like a chart of sloppy to tight. He's up there with tight. It's almost like his hands are being robotic with her, but in a good way. I don't mean that in a bad way, because it's like his hands are just going from A to B so clean. You know, sometimes you can mess up. It seems like I think we're in G minor. You know, like you could be like, you know, like the little bum notes. But his is so. You know, like tight and narrow, like he's not letting anything pass by. It's a cool way of playing. I like the way he plays, and that's why people have favourite guitar players. I like how he plays. It's tight, it's clean, and he's selective. He's not being so throwaway. He's letting the music breathe. And another thing I like, again, the blues. I've spoken about this many times. It can be quite predictable to me when it's the typical blues like this, but if you're gonna add something different to it, then I'm on board for that. A bit of change. I like how there's no rhythm guitar. I like how it's the bass letting it ring, the boom boom, just that low end, and then the organ with these spicy little chords that it's just throwing in there, but it's not holding them. You know, the organ's taking it's also doing the same thing as Warren. It's breathing. It's hitting him down when he's trying to emphasize the chords changing, and he's letting go, and it's just the bass and the drums. This is nice.
Hanging on when you belong to someone else.
I bet that's so fun.
Can't fight the feeling. All after all, I didn't make myself.
Reminds me of him a bit.
Last night I cried so hard, I believe I caught a chill.
Hey up.
Can't control the vibrations, my heart just won't stand still. Got nowhere to turn, tired of being alone. I feel like breaking up somebody's home. Got nowhere to turn, tired of being alone. I feel like breaking up somebody's home.
That was sick. What did he just do there? What are those notes he's hitting for a starter? Because they're nice. So. Is that what he's doing? I don't know what he's doing there, but that was tasty.
Breaking up somebody's home.
Yo. Oh, okay. It's like the flat. This is interesting.
Nowhere to turn, tired of being alone. I feel like breaking up somebody's home.
You rock, Warren. Lots of breathing space. Pitch harmonic. That's nice. That's great. That's he's a great keyboard player, him as well. There's some cool things in there. That chord right there, what Warren's playing, I think that's the equivalent to what Jimi Hendrix does. But Jimi Hendrix is doing it in E, and Warren's doing it in G. You can pretty much play it anywhere. I don't know who first came up with that chord, but if he's playing it G, hold on a sec, so there's different ways of playing that. You could play it there, I guess. It's a cool chord. I liked it. Towards the end, it started to lose me. Reason being, it lost its effect of the chords were getting. It started to enter that repetitive thing I mentioned. And again, I think that's another thing with blues songs. They carry them out 8 minutes, 10 minutes. If you would have just cut that off at 5 and finished with a nice tight solo at the end, I would have been more pleased. I think sometimes they can drag it out, but the reason they do that is because blues is easy to jam over and you can get lost in it. Listen, I've been guilty of it myself, and I have no problem with you doing it. But it does have its cons, I will be honest. Anyway, overall that was great. Spectacular guitar player, and I want to see more. Let's check out Warren Haynes with Joe. This is 11 minutes. Like, again, you're going to have to show me something that's seriously tasty for 11 minutes. I'll be honest. Like, because if it's just blues, because the song itself is, what, 4 minutes of singing? You're going to have to really woo me here. It's a hard task. Let's see if they've got it up the sleeves, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, let's do this.
Thank you so much.
I suppose it would.
Welcome Joe Bonamassa to the stage.
If Joe's playing and they kind of play off each other, this is where things might get tasty. Joe Bonamassa's a gangster. Wearing a whistling flute, fairy glasses. Oh, he's actually got spectacles on there. I thought he had his sunglasses on. Warren's been going heavy on the burgers. I respect it. If that's what makes you happy. That bass is... that tone is nice.
Lying home alone on a rainy night like this. Starving for your love, hungry for just one kiss. Every raindrop I hear against my window pane.
Has he got an organ sound on his guitar?
Sounds so sweet and clear. Swear it's speaking your name.
Yes. You can get like an organ guitar pedal, and then you press it on and it will make your guitar sound like an organ. I think I'm gonna get one.
Got nowhere to turn. Tired of being alone. Feel like breaking up somebody's home. I know it's useless hanging on when you belong to someone else. Can't fight the feeling. All after all, I didn't make it break myself. There we go.
See what you got, Joe. Nice.
Can't fight the feeling. All after all, I didn't make myself. Amen. Last night I cried so hard, I believe I caught a chill. Can't control the vibrations. My heart just won't stand still.
You know the crazy part is the bass. I'm listening to that bass as well. It's adding some nice little licks in there. It's got a nice tone because it's like he's turned up the mids and a bit of treble on. He's not just got the low end. He's spicing up that high end, and you can hear like the strings. You know when you hear the sound of bass strings like almost ripping out the top. Damn, that sounds good. That is a nice sound right there. This, you can't fault the performance. Sounds excellent. I really don't know what it is, guys, but I have to be honest. I really do get... I don't want to, but I kind of lose concentration when the blues goes on for too long. And I don't want to be that guy. It gets too predictable, too monotonous for me. I like a solo with more emotion, and that's, I know what you guys might be thinking, Joe, shut up. It's just an opinion, guys, you know. You got to respect it at the end of the day. We've all got one, but it's more emotion when I'm hearing different chords that have that perfect cadence, you know, and then notes that are having that perfect cadence. With the blues, it never leads into a cadence that's got that resolver. It doesn't resolve itself in a, I guess, a emotional, sad, like genuinely the word sad type of music. Not that it's sad, but it's kind of, you know, power ballads. A solo over a power ballad to me is so much more emotional as opposed to this. This is obviously still great, but I think it's more, I mean, you guys let me know, but as a guitar player, I think it's more fun to just to do as opposed to listen to. Obviously, I'm nowhere as good as these guys, but if someone was playing the blues, and I got to be doing it, if I got to play it, there's instantly more fun there. But listening to it, it doesn't captivate me for long enough. I don't know why that is. I'm still enjoying it. I want to know where it goes.
Tired of being alone. Feel like breaking up somebody's home.
There's still room for something drastic here.
Got nowhere to turn. Tired of being alone. Feel like breaking up somebody's home. Let one more time. Got nowhere to turn. Tired of being alone. Feel like breaking up somebody's home.
Super tight. I think the keyboard wants it. You know what just happened there? It's almost like Warren wanted to play off Joe, but the keyboard responded to what Warren did. So when Warren played it, the keyboard copied it, and you could tell Joe was like, "Oh, is it me? Am I up here, or are we letting the keyboard do it?" That's why Joe kind of stops for a second. Look, he's like, "Am I up?" That was nice, that by Joe. Ooh, nah, guys, legit, what I just heard then by Joe was crazy cool. I've never heard or thought to do that before. That was, I am pretty sure that was one note. Let's see what he just did there. Let's go back a bit. There it is. Ready? That's okay, it's not one note, I don't think. That. You could let it off, but you notice how he hits, so he goes with one note and one pick. But as you notice, it starts to wear off. With an electric, it's a lot easier, but... So... So that's... You know? That was tasty, that. See, that... Give me that kind of thing, and see, it's crazy. I prefer this now. Very more selective as opposed to just shredding. I suppose again that's another factor then. I prefer the more selective notes as opposed to shredding. I want to hear that by Joe again. That was cool. Dude, listen to them stabs that the keyboard player's adding. Tasty. Dude. That's sick. Dude, when he's using one note to just hit like a semitone and then a full step, that's cool.
Joe Bonamassa.
You know what? That was much, much better towards the end. Now you've got me intrigued. Okay. There's something I've learned here. I like it when you're more selective with the notes. And then if you want to work your way up slowly, that's cool. I suppose it's when the shred from the offset, you know, in the blues, it's like they almost blow the fireworks. You know, when you go to a firework display, they save the best till last, you know. But it almost feels like sometimes with the blues, they're just letting off the best fireworks at the very beginning. And then throughout the rest of it, I'm like, okay, but what have you got now? Because you've given me everything. And that is one thing, and I know I speak of him a lot, but that is one thing I love about Mark Knopfler and his humbleness on the guitar. He won't give you everything. And when you watch their show, which I watched, Alchemy, it's almost structured in a way as he waits till the end of the show before he's give you everything he's got. And I guess that's one thing what's good about going to a show that's been fully rehearsed for months on end. Like Pink Floyd, you know, David's not going to play Comfortably Numb until towards the end, but in between that, he's like building it gradually, still giving you great solos, but not until the end does he give you the final firework. With the blues, sometimes I think it's from the offset. You just giving me everything. So then I just think from this point onwards, it's a bit monotonous. But that was great. If I'm just watching one performance, I think that was seriously great. That, yeah. I hate that this is the way I sometimes feel about the blues, because ultimately it's where true rock and roll does come from, but this blues I prefer, you know, and today I think I'm learning more what I'm into. But anyway, guys, moving on from that, we're going to finish this episode. And by the way, let me know what you think of these episodes. Do you like them? It's more of a show. You know, just dropping loads of videos every single day. I thought, let's conjure it up, try and make it more of a show. And you don't, you know, I understand some of you aren't going to watch maybe the first one. Some of you might watch the second, but I'm trying to do like 3 reactions in one and make it more of a show. But yeah, on today's final song, Mountain. I've heard of Mountain, and we're going to check that song out, Mississippi Queen. Now, I've heard this song. It's one of those classics that you hear on the radio, isn't it? If you ever watch an American movie, they go into a bar. If it's the one I'm thinking of, it's Mississippi Queen. Is that it? If it's not, I'm going to make myself look stupid. But guys, look, going into this, I hope you're enjoying it. Hit that like button. Hit the hype button. Let's, I want to get to 20k. But then I want that big 50, you know? You've got to have little goals. 50 is a pretty big one, but you got to have them. Let's go. sounds fantastic on the drums, but quickly, this is the blues. But look how different it is. Some would go, is it the blues? I don't know. You know, people who aren't so music orientated, you know, that typical Johnny Be Good type style. But this is still the blues. It's that 12-bar blues. It's being innovative with it though. It's changing it. You know, but it's the blues. There's different ways of playing the blues, and this is much preferred to me. And I've said it again, I keep mentioning it. I reacted to them before, but if you go and listen to Walk of Life, it might not be up your guys' street, so watching this, but Walk of Life by Dire Straits or Cannibals by Mark Knopfler, he takes the blues and he adds a different element to it. So it sounds like is this the blues? I don't know. But yeah, the fundamental is, you know, I much prefer that side. It's more innovative, I suppose. This is a great riff. 1970.
Oh, what I mean, Mississippi Queen, taught me everything. This lady, she has me. If I would be her man.
Sounds like bass with that distortion.
To keep looking pretty, my jacket that shine while the weather that dudes wanna get naked. You know I would get it
Was he one of the first to do that, where he would sing what he's playing? So that... one of the first to do that type of thing. You know, Gilmore's big on doing that, kind of singing what he's doing before, singing what he's playing. Frampton's massive on it. Oh, I wonder who actually was one of the first to do that, or if, I suppose maybe some people just do it naturally, so it's not really got a specific, you know, person who invented it. It's not really an invention, is it? I feel like it's almost just like when someone's talking and you're kind of going, like you're talking for them. It's like you're mimicking what they're saying. Maybe that's what that is. I don't know. But the question is, who's the first person to kind of make it big? Anyway, I thought that was great. 1970. The Mountain. I've heard a lot of things about Mountain. Clearly, there's a they were one of the first, because in 1970 that sounded pretty heavy indeed, and that's when Black Sabbath and Zeppelin were kind of going about. That must have been a big scene, and it must have been fun to grow up on that. But look guys, If you've enjoyed this and you want to see more videos like this, hit the like button and subscribe. And if you would like to request a song of your choice for me to react to and break down, all the information is in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, peace out.